War rages across the mortal realms. New alliances are formed while others lie shattered, and the dominant powers ever seek their next conquest. As these two powerful forces prepare to clash, only one will rise victorious when the dust settles. While this and countless other battles rage on, one fact is becoming clear. The season of war has begun. This video is brought to you by the support of our channel members and the FLGS Partners, Warfire Minis, and X-Planet. Looking for a painting commission? Check out artwstudio.com.
Hello and welcome to Season of War. Tonight, I have a friend over visiting. Bart, welcome up from the States.
Yes, sir.
You're in town, so I had to drag you out for a game. So excited to get this match on the table. But just before we jump into things, just wanted to give a huge shout out to all our YouTube channel members who help make all the content possible. If you want to check out our membership, we got a bunch of extra perks, tons of content in there for you to check out. As well, we've recently launched our new channel goals, so we're currently, with your support, trying to raise the funds to commission or get our Basic Chaos Army commission painted. Now with the recent Battle Tome announcement, so we're even more excited to get that on the table. So. Appreciate all the support that we get here, whether you're able to support in those ways or not. But jumping into the mission today, we're playing Won't Back Down. So Bart, we've got 6 objectives on the table. Obviously lengthways deployment, normal, hold 1, hold 2, hold more scoring. The only weird twist, if you're wholly on the objectives, you get a 5-up rally. And if you're a Galatian veteran, that becomes a 4-up rally.
Yeah.
Only really one unit on the table that really wants to make use of that, though maybe the Protectors too wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're not going to let that happen though. But do you want to take us through your list?
Yeah, sure thing. So we are bringing Cities of Sigmar Halahart. So that means we're going to be casting a ton of spells. I have 4 casters today. So we've got the Celestial Hurricanum with the Celestial Battle Mage on it. So he'll be kind of buffing everything up and getting a bunch of extra spells off for everyone. And then we've got a Battle Mage. And of course our Rune Lord with a Arcane Tome, so he can get 2 casts as well. And then finally, because Sisters of Thorn are wizards, they get 2 casts because they're in the Halahart list. And then for Battle Line, we've just got a 10-man unit of Dread Spears, 10-man unit of Longbeards with shields, and my 30-man block of Iron Drakes that I should be teleporting around, or at least maybe once, and then that'll be the last time they teleport because Khorne's going to stop me. And then a big unit of Protectors to hopefully do some damage and hopefully survive a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, and they're tanky, so definitely have both the resilience and the output. So yeah, we'll see what they can do against the Blades of Khorne. Today I am playing Reapers of Vengeance, so get that good double pile in with one of the Bloodthirsters per turn, always handy. And I do have a number of Bloodthirsters. There's 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage, 1 of Unfettered Fury for the amazing 6-inch pile-in aura, and then Starbrand, who obviously has lost his wings, but still a Bloodthirster at heart.
Yeah, and he slaps.
He slaps, he sure does, especially when paired with the Bloodsecrator, who gives him extra attacks, well, everything extra attacks, Khorne Demons, with that aura, as well as making you reroll some spells if he gets close enough, which can be handy. And then I have a Slaughter Priest for the 1 Prayer, and other than that, just a couple MSU units of Battle Line, 2 units of Bloodletters, and 3 units of 5 Fleshhounds. So pretty much what I've been running in Khorne lately. Excited, hopefully, to see a new book in the coming year.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see, I guess, what changes with them, but hopefully Bloodthirsters, we still see them a lot. But
for both of us, hopefully.
Yes.
And hopefully not at the same time, because I want to build both. So
yeah. But that's pretty much everything. So Bart, you did outdraw me here, so you're gonna have a choice.
Oh yeah.
Who goes first?
Oh, we're definitely making you go first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if I can shoot at you.
Yeah, no surprise there. So we'll jump into Blades of Khorne, turn 1.
Tempering their desire to spill blood, the Khorne battle tactic is against the odds. The Bloodsecrator and Hurricanum both use heroic leadership. The Slaughter Priest fails his chant for blood sacrifice. Sending out the lesser demons first, the Blades of Khorne complete their battle tactic and score 5 points.
Quick turn 1 for the Blades of Khorne here. As probably expected, you gave me first, so I didn't want to rush everything forward. Not that it even would have been in range to get everything forward, nor would that have been a good decision. So I, move forward though to take board control, force you, if you want to take the objectives, to move in, engage me in combat, bringing you closer to me.
Yep.
So just trying to play the angles and keep my bloodthirsters all huddled around their mushroom fortress.
Yeah, that's a scary mushroom fortress, that's for sure.
Yeah, and obviously with they're going to be quick with the different shenanigans I have with the auto run and pile in and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just trying to cautiously wait for the bloodshed to start, but I store my points and set up to see what you want to do on your turn.
Yeah, it's a big old bubble, so.
yeah. So with that, we'll just jump into Cities of Sigmar, turn 1.
Facing down the onrushing demons, the city's battle tactic is against the odds. The Celestial Hurricanum uses arcane channeling, suffering 5 mortal wounds. The Hurricanum fails heroic recovery, and the Bloodsecrator uses heroic leadership. The Battle Mage casts Seer Wounds on the Hurricanum and Wild Form on the Protectors. The Rune Lord fails his chant for Forge Fire, then casts a Soul Scream Bridge and Ignite Weapons on the Iron Drakes. The Hurricanum fails to cast the Purple Sun, then miscast Comets of Cassandora. The Sisters of Thorn cast Ravenak's Gnashing Jaws. Ravenak's Gnashing Jaws deals 5 mortal wounds to the Fleshhounds. The Iron Drakes use all-out attack and kill the Bloodletters and both units of Fleshhounds. The Protectors use all-out attack and kill the last Bloodletters and Fleshhounds. Unleashing their firepower on the first wave of demons, the Cities of Sigmar complete their battle tactic and score 4 points.
So it went pretty good, I'd say, for a turn 1. We killed all the screens that you had.
Yes, yeah.
We did make a really long bomb charge over here, and then we sent the Dread Spears in too, just to kind of hang out.
They were motivated.
Oh yeah, they even rolled like a 13 on the charge. Yeah, it was a 12 plus 1, and but yeah, the Protectors getting in was a really big thing. I kind of figured we'd clear out most of the screen over there with the Iron Drakes. I did fail my Priest prayer, which caused a wound. I failed to top off my wounds with my healing spell, and then I miscast and did another 3 wounds to myself over there.
Yeah.
That was kind of big. So now my Hurricanum's kind of limping along a bit, and it could die to some ranged weapon attacks, and it definitely doesn't get its full attacks now either. So we'll see how that goes, and it loses a big range too. The Cities book's kind of weird with the 2 damage at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Those old profiles, but interesting dynamic, obviously, with the your Iron Drakes. They're not super long range, so to leverage them, you're trying to get their damage out there without putting them in too big of a sketchy spot, but always big potential turn 2 priority coming up.
Yeah, and you wisely put everything 7 inches behind the line, which means I can't shoot at anything important. So.
Yeah, which exactly what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
And then hope to weather the storm and get it in there.
Yep.
Closed round fast, so jump into prio. That's a 4.
That's a 6. I think I'm gonna have to take it just for points and try to get ahead in points, and then hopefully you don't double me, because if you double me,
could be deadly.
I'm just picking up that half of the army at least.
Well, we'll see, but yeah, you have. We'll go into your turn. So, cities of Sigmar, turn 2.
Ready to march and claim ground, the city's battle tactic is banners held high. The Hurricanum uses heroic recovery, and Scarbrand uses their finest hour. The Sisters of Khorne cast Seer Wounds on the Hurricanum. The Rune Lord chants for Ancestral Shield and casts Mystic Shield on the Iron Drakes, and also casts the Purple Sun. The Battle Mage casts Warding Brand on the Longbeards. The Unfeathered Bloodthirsters use his Crimson Crown for Rejoice in the Slaughter. Scarbrand uses All-Out Defense as the Protectors use All-Out Attack, dealing 1 damage to the Bloodsecrator, 2 to the Bloodthirster, and 9 to Scarbrand. The Insensate Bloodthirster deals no damage, then activates a second time using Leave None Alive and deals 4 mortal wounds. Scarbrand fights next, deals 27 damage to eliminate the Protectors. Taking heavier losses than expected, the cities of Sigmar complete their battle tactic and score 5 points.
All right, so yeah, it went okay. I got my points. I got a big long bomb charge on the Protectors, and tried to put them in a Scarbrand and do some damage all around. And I probably should have just tagged this thing and just grabbed points, but yeah, Scarbrand just slapped him.
Well, you knew that they would be slapping back, but I think we were both expecting the Bloodsecrator to go down first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, failing the Bloodsecrator kill was pretty big. I think we only had like what, 5 wounds go through.
Yeah.
Or something like that with 3 or 4 Protectors. Yeah, with 3 Protectors. So, yeah, not being able to finish him off was pretty big.
Yeah, meant double the mortal wound output for Scarbrand.
Oh, yeah. So I figured I'd have at least a few left, and then I still have my 1 CP to keep them around and, you know, keep everything tied up for at least another turn. But now that both of them are free, I'm a little scared because we've got demons swarming the battlefield now. So it's going to be a little sketchy.
You did get 9 wounds on Scarbrand, though.
Oh yeah, I did get some good damage on him for sure, and that was his finest hour, so that's gone at least.
Yep.
So now I don't have to worry about the +1 for later, and I do have 2 really annoying endless spells out there for you to deal with, so they'll plink away at him, I'm hoping, and hopefully he doesn't get back into combat. Is all I'm hoping.
Well, we're gonna try our best, and with that, we'll jump into Blades of Khorne, turn 2.
Let's do it.
With everything up to the Bloodthirsters now, the Khorne battle tactic is desecrate their lands. Scarbrand heroically recovers 1 wound, and the Hurricanum uses heroic leadership. The Battle Mage dispels the Soul Scream Bridge. The Slaughter Priest chants for blood sacrifice. The Dark Shards redeploy, moving 6 inches. An Insensate Bloodthirster uses Forward to Victory, but fails his charge. One Bloodthirster stomps the Longbeards, and the other fails to roar. The Longbeards use all out defense as the Insensate Rage attacks, dealing just 2 damage. The Unfettered Bloodthirster attacks, dealing only 3 damage to the Longbeards. The Longbeards use Inspiring Presence. Advancing into enemy territory, the Blades of Khorne complete their battle tactic and score 5 points.
Blades of Khorne, turn 2.
Yeah.
Finally, breaking out of the castle. Finally, it's only turn 2, but it feels like there's been a bunch of action already. So.
Oh yeah.
Breaking out though, trying to start hitting stuff and killing stuff, and not as effective at it as I would have liked. You got a big redeploy, which kept your dark shards alive. Dread spears.
Dread spears. Yeah, that 6-inch redeploy was pretty big.
Yep. Kept me from getting it in there.
Yep.
Scarbrand, you did a good job of kind of boxing and clogging up that area with the endless spells, so I didn't have the room to move over and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just hoofing it around the edge, and over here with the Unfettered Fury and Insensate Rage only killed 7 of the 10 dwarves.
I mean, I don't know how it happened.
Sweeney, the Bloodthirsters are Sweeney, right?
Yep.
So it happens.
They're just hanging in.
And it's unfortunate because it means I have to. Obviously, would love the priority to double back and jump in there and start killing some stuff, but it makes it a little more complicated.
Even with the double, you're still kind of stuck there at this point in time. It's kind of tough.
Makes me use a hero phase attack.
Oh,
so I can still get out of it.
You could get out of it, yeah, there you go.
But it forces me to spend the blood tithe on that, which to kill 3 dwarves isn't ideal. But
yeah, for sure. So there's still a way out of it at least.
Yes. The endless spells, because my old rules are specific that it's unbinds, I can't use my fake unbinds or whatever to dispel endless spells, so I went for the heroic recovery instead of the willpower to try and dispel something.
Yep.
We'll see if that pans out, but it was fine here. She only rolled an 8 and didn't do any damage, so.
And the 2-up spell ignore. I really want to kill that guy with the 1 wound remaining that I just can't finish off. But he's
got 2 wounds.
Oh, he's got 2 wounds. Sorry.
He's living large still.
Yeah, but he's with that 2-up spell ignore. It's so hard to kill him with the endless spells. So it's like, yep.
Yes, sir. But that just puts us at another priority going into round 3.
Let's do it.
So
gotta beat a 5. All right. Oh, that's the one.
Okay.
All right, the double back.
Yeah, I'll take it here again. See if we can finish off these dwarves and then get into the others.
Oh.
We'll jump into Blades of Khorne, turn 3.
Craving the true slaughter and bloodshed they came for, the Khorne battle tactic is gaining momentum. The Bloodsecrator uses heroic willpower to dispel Ravenak's gnashing jaws, and the Hurricanum uses their finest hour. The Insensate Bloodthirster uses Apoplectic Frenzy and finishes off the Longbeards. The Slaughter Priest chants for blood sacrifice. Scarbrand uses at the double. The Hurricanum redeploys, moving 2 inches. The Unfettered Bloodthirster uses his Crimson Crown for Rejoice in the slaughter. The Insensate Bloodthirster attacks, killing 7 Dark Shards. The other Insensate Bloodthirster attacks the Iron Drakes, only dealing 1 damage. Using Leave None Alive, the Insensate Bloodthirster attacks again, dealing 5 damage and a combined 8 mortal wounds. The Iron Drakes fight back, dealing 2 damage to the Bloodthirster. Scarbrand piles in and quickly eliminates the Hurricanum. The The Iron Drakes use Inspiring Presence, and the last Dark Shard flees from battle shock. Sharing their love of battle with their mortal foes, the Blades of Khorne complete their battle tactic and score 5 points.
Blades of Khorne, turn 3, getting spicy here.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, yeah, winning prio. I barely killed that unit in the hero phase like we talked about. Freeing myself up to send this Bloodthirster across the board. Now, he didn't actually do as much as, I was hoping, and you still have, a lot of output in your strongest unit. Though overall, it was still a solid turn. The other Insensate Rage cleared out the unit of Dark Shards, which are, storing threat. And then Starbrand himself just moved up the middle. You redeployed. I had to run Starbrand, so you needed a 3-up to get outside of the 6 inches. You rolled a 2.
Couldn't get away.
All coming up Khorne right now.
Couldn't get away.
Back up to 9 Blood Tithe again.
Yep.
And we'll be able to potentially do some fighting in your hero phase as well.
Yeah, hopefully we get one more double turn,
Yes, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully not too many dwarves left though, but either way, we'll jump into Cities of Sigmar turn 3.
Yep.
Needing a lot of luck to get back into the fight, the city's battle tactic is eye for an eye. The Battle Mage uses Heroic Leadership, and the Insensate Bloodthirster uses their finest hour. The Bloodthirster uses Apoplectic Frenzy to fight in the hero phase, dealing 6 damage to the Iron Drakes. The Battle Mage casts Ignite Weapons on the Iron Drakes, then miscasts Soul Scream Bridge and kills himself. Yikes. The Sisters of Thorn cast Roaming Wildfire, but deals no damage, then cast Ravanax Gnashing Jaws. Ravanax Gnashing Jaws deals 2 mortals to the Slaughter Priest. The Sisters of Thorn shoot at and finish off the Slaughter Priests. The Insensate Bloodthirster uses all-out defense, and the Iron Drakes only deal 2 damage. The Bloodthirster stomps the Iron Drakes, dealing 2 mortal wounds. The Iron Drakes attack, dealing 2 damage to the Bloodthirster. The Bloodthirster fights back, dealing 10 damage to the Iron Drakes. As any hope of victory dwindles, the Cities of Sigmar complete their battle tactic and score 3 points.
All right, so I'll say that's the end of Cities turn 3. We did get our battle tactic and we hold 1 objective, but that's pretty much the game. With all the Iron Drakes dying, I lost my guy with the CP because I miscast.
Oh yeah,
and rolled a 5.
Yeah, and does D6 mortal wounds because of the Skull Altar.
Yep.
So
the Skull Altar just insta-killed my second to last wizard. If I had that wizard, I'd have been able to leave the guys over there, and then at least that was a threat point. There's a world where maybe something happens. I don't know, because obviously the Khorne, they swing pretty hard. But without being able to do that, I couldn't teleport away because you had 2 Blood Tithe points chilling the whole time. I mean,
still not enough to summon another Bloodthirster at this point.
Slan can't stop it, but Khorne's just like, no magic for us.
Yes.
So he can just stop it at any point in time. I still had the endless spells out, so that was great, but it just wasn't enough with the 4 big boys. I just can't do enough to finish them off.
Yeah, and funny, coming into this matchup, I expected the shooting to, that's what takes Khorne down, right?
Yep.
But really, the name of the game has been the short range on the Iron Drakes is not actually let you leverage it.
Yeah, this is one of the weaknesses of the Iron Drakes. You can just sit off of it, and it's almost like I don't even want to kill your models because as soon as I do, then you just have a direct answer to stop my bridge.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is kill 2 units, and now, okay, I can't teleport anymore.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a harder thing, and I played this matchup not too long ago, and it was kind of the same thing. I got my dwarves in one spot, and that was it. They got to stay there for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
They can't move at all.
Yeah.
But it was pretty. I mean, it could have swung pretty close. If I would have actually just ran into the 1 Blood Secretor here and just kind of pinned him, and then made you maybe just
deal
fight.
with those guys on my turn.
Yeah, deal with it a little more. I think that would have kind of insulated me more for the double turn, which probably retrospect might have been the better idea. But.
Yeah, and as well, that priority obviously gave me the opportunity because even with that, you could have bridged and taken out one of the Bloodthirsters.
Oh yeah.
Like you would have taken out one of the Bloodthirsters, and we see how swingy they can be, right? Like I've done 2 damage more often than not with his activations.
Oh, yeah.
You know, bait here, hit fighting the hero phase, and then again on your turn, did a lot. Probably more on your turn here than he's ever done the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But
I think he did 10 on the very last swing, which was hilarious. He had been doing like 3-4 damage every single swing, and then finally got a big 10.
Yeah, right at the end.
Right at the end, to just kind of close the game out, which was cool.
Yeah, but Khorne obviously is not an army that we see very much, but it's still like got some amazing tools. And, you know, I say it every time. It's a lot of fun to play with the like pile-ins and fight twice, the different mechanics. Scarbrand being absolutely insane.
Yeah, Scarbrand just picking up entire things. He does some work, that's for sure. He's a cool model.
Yeah, he is. Definitely an angry boy.
It allows you to do a lot of cool things too. I mean, a lot of armies don't play like this, you know, being able to get that little kind of pile in and a little bit of cheeky moves sometimes, you know. Yeah,
no, it's definitely fun. And yeah, a few tricks in there, right? It's the Insensate Rage, you know, the Bloodthirsters in general, everyone knows kind of what they do. They're in your face, but they're very swingy.
Yep.
And just, add some, you know, extra layers to what the army can do. And sure, it's swingy, but if you have 3 or 4 piling in and not getting hit first, that's all, you know, can mess with you.
Yeah, they can start doing some damage. Yep, that's for sure.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Bart, I think we can wrap things up there. Yeah. It was an unfortunate showing for the Cities of Sigmar today. Our YouTube members voted for a harsh matchup here for you. But,
thanks, guys.
Yeah. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. Bart, it was a blast, so glad we got to play a game. And everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon in another video.